In other news tonight, you will need a valid ID to vote this November. A federal appeals court reinstated the controversial law just yesterday. Republicans pushed for voter ID while Democrats claim the requirement will keep some people away from the polls. Fox 11's Gabrielle Mays caught up with both sides.
So that's
great.
Yeah,
Governor Scott Walker spent part of his afternoon knocking on doors in De Pere, reminding people to vote in the upcoming election. In just 2 months, voters will head to the polls, but this election will be different. Voters will be required to show a photo ID.
The woman we talked to here brought it up. She said it was great. For us, it's simple. We want to make sure that it's easy to vote in this state, but hard to cheat. And that's simply what we're doing.
During an event in Green Bay on Friday, Mary Burke said the reinstated law will make it difficult for those who don't have a photo ID.
It really presents a roadblock. I'm concerned about putting roadblocks in the way of people voting.
This past week, the state set up a new verification process. It will help people get a state ID for free from the DMV if they can't afford the necessary paperwork needed, like a birth certificate.
We can check on it right away for them. In a relatively short amount of time, they can get verification. So we're still making sure that that person is who he or she says they are, but we're doing so in a way that doesn't add any cost and is not ultimately an inconvenience.
Burke has another view.
It is not that easy. It is a roadblock to people having to get those IDs, especially on such short notice, because in many parts of the state, the DMVs aren't open every day of the week.
Walker says after the verification process, people will be able to receive their IDs that same day. Meanwhile, Republicans and Democrats in Brown County plan to continue canvassing and making calls leading up to Election Day. Gabrielle Mays, Fox 11 News.
Some Democrats say local election officials may not have time to prepare for the photo ID requirements, but the Government Accountability Board says it will work with officials to help them prepare in time for Election Day.